JD Vance's hate for Donald Trump is even deeper and more extensive and more specific than we thought. Donald Trump announcing that Republican Senator from Ohio, JD Vance, will be his running mate. Immediately, endless clips and comments from JD Vance about Trump being noxious, America's Hitler, and so on and so forth were unearthed. There is additional new audio now, which I'm going to play for you. This is audio of JD Vance back in 2016 on the Matt Jones podcast, promoting his book. And you will hear Matt Jones say, I think Trump's a total fraud, and Vance saying, I agree with you. Take a listen to this.
And I cannot stand Trump because I think he's a fraud. Well, I think he's a total fraud that is exploiting these people, who is a total fraud.
I agree with you on Trump because I don't think that he's the person. I don't think he actually cares about folks.
But I think that I'm going to vote third party because I can't stomach Trump. I think that he's noxious and is leading the white working class to a very dark place.
JD Vance also argued back in 2016 that if white working class Americans went to church more, they would be less attracted to Trump, which kind of is true. Although at the same time, although initially the evangelical churchgoers rejected Trump and wanted Ted Cruz, they eventually fell in line because their hatred of Hillary Clinton and Democrats was more significant. So there's a couple of stories here. First of all is generically, they all kind of seem to hate him, right? I mean, you look back at the things Doug Burgum previously said, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, just about everybody who was being seriously considered or even less seriously considered to be Trump's VP. They all seem to have at some point really disliked the guy. The question then becomes, which we've explored a little bit, did they change their minds? Did they really do a 180? Did they have a moment where they said, you know what, all of my initial impressions of Donald Trump were actually wrong. He's actually great for us and great for the Republican Party. I just don't believe it. I just don't think there's any evidence for that, particularly when you consider that the Republican Party has lost mostly everything since Donald Trump became president in 2016. So all of these Republicans who initially said, this is not good, this guy's not good for us, their initial belief is what was confirmed by the electoral results. And so I believe JD Vance still thinks Trump's a buffoon. I think Trump's choices were limited mostly to people who do think that he's a buffoon. But the ultimate reason for going with JD Vance is he has at least publicly said that he will be completely and totally loyal to Trump. He's publicly said, if I were in Mike Pence's shoes back in January of 2021, I would have sent the election back to the states, which is kind of meaningless and not really a thing, but it's what Trump wants to hear. And JD Vance is at least claiming that he will be functionally a doormat for Trump to walk all over. The question is, because what is valued right now in MAGA is claims of loyalty, the appearance of loyalty, because that's all that's been tested so far. There is a question as to whether if the rubber met the road, JD Vance would be as loyal as he claims he would be, despite his obvious disgust with Trump as a functionary of the Republican Party. We may never know. And the ideal scenario would be never to put JD Vance in the position of being vice president, and we just don't find out. You can't vapor smoke inside. You're tired of people seeing you put those little pouches in your lip. There is a nicotine alternative that people won't notice. Zippix nicotine toothpicks. Our sponsor Zippix makes the only nicotine toothpick on the planet that is FDA registered. You can use it anywhere, work, restaurants, airplanes, sporting events, after a meal. The toothpicks stay in a convenient little tube that goes in your pocket or on your keychain. It's way more convenient than carrying around a huge can of pouches all day or a whole bunch of gum or whatever the case may be. Zippix nicotine toothpicks come in flavors like peppermint watermelon, sweet wood, cinnamon, whiskey. If you're not a nicotine user, try out their B12 toothpicks with caffeine instead, a quick and easy alternative to coffee. Do your lungs a favor, cut the cigarette smoke, cut the vape juice. Go to zippixtoothpicks.com today. Save 10% with the code PACMAN10 at checkout. Just remember, you must be 21 or older to order. The link is down below.